We call today Good Friday because of the great gift that God gave us through his son Jesus, who was willing to suffer and to die on our behalf. There's no two other ways about it. It was not good for him, but it is life-giving and hope-filled for us. And one of the great gifts that Jesus gave us, in addition to the forgiveness that is freely given from the cross, is also 7 last words that encompass the totality of the human experience and show us how to not only live, but how to die. Jesus' last 7 words include this one: my God, why have you forsaken me? It's a reminder to all of us that we can be brutally honest with God. Matter of fact, we don't need to suppress anything. We can share with him exactly what's on our heart and to know that he is big enough to hear it, and he's power enough and compassionate enough to heal it. Is there something that you've been suppressing that you just simply need to get out in the open and get off your chest, whether it's to God or another person? Jesus, one of his last words from the cross, remind us that is important. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing, is one of Jesus' last words from the cross. And it's a reminder that forgiveness is the very fuel that builds the kingdom and brings it in. Is there someone that you need to forgive in your life? Maybe it begins with forgiving yourself. Truly, I tell you, today you'll be with me in paradise. Jesus reminds us that there is a grander plan and that this life is not all that there is. And maybe it's a great reminder that we need to stop being the victims and start living like victors. Jesus said to his mother, who was standing next to the cross, and to John, who was there with her, "Woman, here is your son." And to John he said, "Here is your mother." He wrapped up his earthly duties, and he opened up a whole new way of understanding what family is all about. Is there something that is on your heart that needs to be done in terms of your family relationships? Is there some word that needs to be said? Is there some fulfillment that needs to take place? If so, Jesus' last words from the cross remind us that is incredibly important. Jesus goes on to say that I'm thirsty. Remind us that our physical needs are our physical needs, and they are important. Jesus came incarnated in the flesh. We need to take care of ourselves. We cannot continue to go and go and go without having some rest and caring for ourselves. Is that the word that you need to hear today? Jesus said this from the cross: it is finished. He showed us what it looks like to finish well, to fulfill all the things that we've promised to do, and to make sure that it is complete. Is there something that you need to pick up the pieces of and to complete in your life? Is there some promise that you've made that you have been lacking to fulfill? May Jesus remind us today that is incredibly important. And finally, Jesus says this: Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. In the midst of all that he has struggled and done, he reminds us that once again to commit our spirit into the hands of the Father, who will care for us. Where have you committed your life and your spirit and your soul and your family? Is it your own goodness? Is it your own doing? Or is it into the Father's, who not only loves you, but is capable of taking all good care of you? May Jesus' last 7 words not only convict us, bring comfort to us, but compel us to live a life that resembles him. I pray that this Good Friday would do just that.